What's up, guys? Now in this video, I want to speak about my problems with the health. Normally, I believe that every person when is young is not aware of that have problems of health. Uh, my first problem that I had was that I was ugly. Yeah, for me now, now I am 28 years old. And now for me, if you are ugly, you have problems. Health. You can be fat, you can be ugly in your face. You maybe you believe that your face really ugly. You don't have luck. That are more fortunate people that you because people people had one genetic lottery and you not. I believe also that when I was young, I developed low self-esteem. And I didn't know that that was one problem with my health. Um, I don't believe that it is one coincidence that I started to be porn in on internet when I was young. Believe that that was normal because I was young. I was one teenager that I am developing, trying to know things. Um, I don't know how to say it, but basically I had that kind of problems. My main problem was my low self-esteem. I like girls, of course, and I know that I couldn't to like to that girls, and obviously because I was ugly. Uh, so I developed one low self-esteem from I was maybe 14, maybe 15 years old until my 21 years old. Yeah, I believe that was even when I was aware that I had one problem, I believe that was one problem, one psychological problem, and I don't believe that was one pathological problem. Basically, I ain't refugiate in the video games. Uh, I couldn't to go. I was in the university, but I couldn't to go to the classes because I was self-esteem with low capabilities to socialize with my classmates in that moment. Uh, and I believe again that my problem was psychological, not one pathological problems. So one day I liked one girl when I was in the university. And the reality is that in my university I was using glazes because the glazes fixed my face a little bit. Even it enhanced to the point that it becomes more good looking than my classmates. I had some I don't know how to say it. I had some standout. If you was comparing with my classmates, but I did I did know that that was one lie, that I really was ugly, that I was only using glasses besides because I was blamed, or I had problems with my eyes with my eyes. I wasn't blamed. But using that glasses, I had some standout. If you compare with some classmates, and I did know that if I liked to that girl, the unique reason is because I was using that glasses, because at the moment that I remove that glasses on my face, the reality will appear that I was ugly. Then I decided to try to fix that thing. I tried to fix the problem first, fixing my body. I was fat when I was 21 years old. I decided to completely remove all my fat. I become flat. In fact, I become completely flat. Trying to see if I could to get some result. And yeah, of course, I had the result. Even my face enhanced, not to the point that I would like to have, because my real problem was with my eyes. My eyes was I don't know how to say. My eyes was imperfect. There there wasn't symmetry in my eyes. That was my problem. Basically, when I low of weight, when I remove fat, my face enhanced a little bit, but the main problem that I couldn't to fix my main problem, that was with my eyes. I believe that my eyes was one problem, one genetic problem, because basically I said, oh, it is the eyes of my mom. And the problem is, as I wasn't good looking, uh, also that I didn't have any ability, any skill for nothing. I didn't have ability to create relationships, to create good friends. Even adding to that, that I had a lot ego. Now I know that at that moment only I wanted to have things that all the world wants, be more good looking, to have money, to be famous, uh, with a unique target, to feel superior to the rest of the people. Um, but I couldn't. I didn't have that. Now I am. Now I believe that that was one what bendition. Uh, One blessing, because I thanks to that I learned what is the saying that I was looking, um, and what is what means that, what is the reality. I finally understand that. But one tried to fix my problems. I tried to change my psychology, because I believe that all my problems was psychological, and I decided to lose my shine, mainly with women. And I decided to go to the street, interact with unknown people, with girls, because I didn't have a one social skill. Everything because all these things I realized because I didn't have enough value to be with that girl. And I am not speaking about Valenti. I am speaking about Valenti and speaking about uh, value. Uh, my value was zero, basically. That is uh, in some thing I decided to create everything that I don't have, that I didn't have, because I have many things now. Now finally I developed some things through the years. But when I was 20 years old, I didn't have nothing. I decided to create it. I conquer. I realized too many interactions in the street for almost 2 years, from my 21 to my 23 years old. I enhanced a lot my capability to socialize with unknown people. Uh, and I realized one error, because basically I believe that I o- I un, I uniquely I need to interact with unknown people, and not with interact with people in my university, because I believe that that was one lose of time. Uh, and finally, when I was 23 years old, uh, I decided to that is the moment to generate money, and I decided to become software engineer. Uh, the pandemic arrived in 2020. I was closed in my home, in my room, not only for the pandemic, also for more years, because I was trying to get one job as software engineer. I was trying to enhance my financial situation. But one thing happens here is that the depression I had one big depression, and this depression wasn't because I couldn't to get one job. This depression was because I couldn't to be with a girl when I was 20 and 21 years old. One voice was telling me that I needed to call she to express my feeling, to say the things that I have in my heart, in my mind. I believe that that was one trauma, and the reality is that that was one trauma. Uh, but I believe that that was one psychological trauma. But the reality is that mainly it wasn't one psychological trauma. It was one pathological trauma. My real problem was with parasites. The parasites was causing that depression. Is for the parasites that I wasn't good looking when I was teenager. Is by parasites. Is by problems in my gut, that I was um, one shy person during my when I was young, when I was teenager. It was for parasites that almost I died in 2023. Uh, think basically that is the reason, because like a lot of nutrition, because finally I almost fixing all my problems when I am 28 years old. I started to feed home enhancements from 27 years old. Now I am 28 years old. I was I didn't know that 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 this could be the real cause of the majority of the problems that one person can have. I didn't know that. Uh, Maybe the problem is not cannot be exclusively parasites, but can be many other things. There are many root causes of many diseases. And as disease, I am saying even to be ugly. If you are ugly, saying seriously that you have problems in your body because God is perfect. God believes everything perfect. You don't know how enhance my face if you compare when I was teenager how I am now. Basically, the unique thing that I realize is remove parasites in my gut, enhance my health. That is the unique thing that enhance a lot my face. The face that I wished when I was looking when I was a teenager. Uh, Also, if you have depression, many times you can feeling that if you are depressed, it's because uh, you have psychological problems. I am not saying that everything is uh, pathological problems, problem with parasites, fungi, bad bacteria, toxicity, heavy metals. I am speaking about that. Yeah, you maybe can have real psychological problems, but maybe your real problem is not psychological. Your real problem is pathological. Real pathological infections, toxicity. Um, I say it because when I was 22, 23 years old, I achieved to beat my psychological problems. I achieved to beat what I think, what I thought, what I was thinking was psychological problems, but the reality is that not was psychological because when I started to try to become software engineer, I was closed in my room. All the depression returned automatically. Think I believe that everything that I realized don't care for nothing because I am depressed again. I can be focused. There is one shit. And the unique thing that I can be is be a man and be strong because there are a way to beat that. If other one way is basically is as my financial situation buy the course that will help me to conquer to any girl in the street be with any girl that I was trying to get and that will fix my problems. I didn't believe that the problem was my real problem was my health. Um, and that is the reason because now the health world. I am trying to. If we speak about financially, I am trying to entry to the health world because I basically suffer a lot, and I believe now that I can help to avoid to other people to have uh, that suffering. I can avoid to I can help to other people to avoid that suffering. to my software. Basically, I am software engineer. I am trying to build one software recipes that really help to the people, not some recipes. Oh, um, now now in this recipe we will eat chips or junk food. Not basically recipes help people to be healthy, more focused, more, more happy, uh, feeling love for the rest of the people. And that is one thing that you can achieve basically with only food, with only not with only food, but basically health. Okay, guys, I believe that this is all for now. Now I can't turn on my camera because I have technical issues with my computer. So I will try to fix that. Maybe for the next video, I hope that I might can turn off my camera and realize the recordings in that way. Okay, guys, this is all for now.